Hey, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to like talk about like little story time, just like give story times of when I used to skip class a lot, because I used to skip class a lot. My hair looks bad, I'm sorry. I'm like trying to fix it, but it's not that good. But yeah, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, I could just do like a little story time video, because from like December of 2021 to like June of 2022, literally every single vlog that I posted was me skipping class. I think there was like one where I wasn't skipping class. There's like one or two where I wasn't skipping class, but like most of the vlogs that I posted within that time frame was me skipping class. And I just think it's funny. I think it's funny, but it's also like not good that I was skipping class like every single day, and then I was like vlogging it and putting it out on the internet, which is kind of stupid. But my vlogs never got me in trouble, so I mean, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, like, don't skip class. But here's what I did. I have two story times, because the only really like story times, like interesting things that ever happened was like when I got caught. Like, there was a vlog that I posted literally like 2 years ago, and I went to the mall with my friends, and like, right, it was fine, like whatever. But when we got back to school, because what we did is we left our backpacks in one of our teachers' classrooms, and then we left and we got an Uber and we went to the mall. And then that's where I vlogged, was like when we were in the mall. And then we get back to school. School ended at like 4:10, and so we got back to school at like 3:30. And so we're like trying to sneak in, right? Obviously we can't just like walk back in through the front. It'd be weird. Especially because we had bags like from the, like, I don't think I actually bought anything that day, but like one of my friends had a fucking Bath and Body Works bag. Like, she full on like went to Bath and Body Works and like bought, I don't even know what she bought. She had a bag. And so we're trying to get our friend to like open the door for us. And we get a friend to open the door for us, but we're like, no, not this door, dumbass, because there's like a bunch of teachers there, and we knew there was a bunch of teachers there, and we're just like, fuck it, like, let's just go in. And so then this teacher sees us, and she's like, where are you guys going? And we're like, oh, we're in class. And she's just like, well, where's your hall pass? Why is there so many of you? Like, why did you just walk in from the outside? And we're like, oh, like, we went to Family Dollar. Which is funny, because my friend was holding a Bath and Body Works bag, and she was like, oh yeah, we went to Family Dollar. Like, no you didn't, bitch. Yeah, I mean, there wasn't like, we just like got caught. And then the lady, she was like, oh, we said we had off periods or some shit. I can't remember what we said, but I just remember one of my friends was like, oh yeah, we went to Family Dollar. Very obviously we did not go to Family Dollar. But yeah, that was funny. And then she like let us go, which is like good. It was like, right, because then they're like, oh my god, we're gonna call your parents, and it's like, ooh, then I'm gonna get in trouble. And like I knew I was doing something bad, but I didn't want to get in trouble. Duh. But yeah, and then there was another time we got caught by the school cop. Oh my god. I have a video of us like just hanging out right before he catches us, like less than 5 minutes. So what happened, there was like testing that day, so we were like stuck. I don't even think we knew, because I don't know, there was like some sort of testing that day, and I don't even think we had like juniors, because we were juniors that year. I don't even think we had like to do that test. And so we were just like stuck in a classroom for like 5 hours, like not even like like way too long, right? And by the time testing ended, like if we had known that there was testing, we would have just not gone to school, but we didn't know. And so by the time like the testing, it was like from 8:30 to like 3. And we're like, damn, there's only an hour left of school, and none of us wanted to go to our 8th period. So what we did was we just hung out in my friend Anthony's car, and we're just like hanging out, whatever. And my friend's friends, he saw them, And he's like, right, calling them up. He's like, y'all come over here, like whatever, like just to be like, what are y'all doing? You know, like we were not gonna do anything because we were just hanging out in my friend Anthony's car. And right, like they come over, they're like talking to us, whatever. They had went to Family Dollar to like buy snacks, and then they were gonna go home. And then as they're leaving, one of them is like, oh, there's something like hanging off of your car. There was like something hanging off of my friend's car. So we all get out of the car. We're like, oh my god, like what is that? We're like scared. We're like not scared, but we're like what is that? Like that's weird, you know? That shouldn't be there. And so all of us, all our nosy asses get out the car to check it out. And then one of my friends is like, oh my god, like, and they're like, oh my god, like the school cop is here, like get back in the car. And fucking we all get back in the car, and my friends, they're about to like leave, just walk away, like pretend nothing happened. But he catches him and he's like, no, like come back. And we're like, oh my god. So he like comes up to the car, he's like questioning us and shit. He's like, what are y'all doing? We're just like hanging out, like just skipping, you know. We were literally sitting in his car hanging out and like listening to music and talking, because we only had like an hour left of school. So we were like, where can we even go, you know? Right, he's like asking us what we're doing and everything. And then dude, Anthony's car was fucked up. I think his like what's the little sticker, the registration sticker, I don't even know, the little thing, he had some shit expired. He did not have a driver's license. He didn't have the little school pass to like park on the school parking lot. And on top of that, he wasn't even parked in the student parking lot. But yeah, and so he's like, okay, you guys can go to class. And then he's talking to my friend Anthony. He's like, you need to call your dad. And he's like, oh, by the way, like my dad doesn't speak English, you know. And so he's like, okay. So he calls up the other cops, like the other cop who is Hispanic, right? He calls her up, and by like we had to put our backpacks in the trunk, so we like get our backpacks and shit. We're walking back into the school. Oh, by the way, he let my friends go. He's like, whatever. And so he let us go, except the other cop comes out. I didn't like her, and after this I hated her. She comes out, right, and she sees us going back to class, and she's like, where y'all going? And we're like, back to class. He said we go back to class. And she's like, no you're not. And I was like, I don't even know what she said, but she was like mad at us, and she's like she just like cursed us out. She's like, she was like scolding us, right? She was like, y'all shouldn't be doing this, y'all not should be doing this, like y'all are up here causing a ruckus, and like she didn't even know what we were doing. Because the other cop was like, fine. He was like, I guess like just go back to class. We weren't doing anything, we were really just sitting there, right? So he's like, y'all can go back to class, I guess. He just had more of an issue with like my friend's car, like the shit that was wrong with my friend's car. And so, but she comes out and she starts like yelling at us. She's like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, I would rather have y'all leave and go out and not be doing none of this shit on campus. And we're just like, well, I was kind of confused because I was like she was yelling at us. She didn't even know what was going on. She didn't know what we were doing. She thought we were up here like having a party in the parking lot. Girl, we were just sitting in the car. There, so many students would do way worse, and we were just sitting in the car, you know. And then we went back to class. Well, we went back to class. I did not go back to class. I know, like, some of my friends try to go back to class. I did not want to go back to class. I went to my art teacher's class because I was like, yeah, he'll let me in probably, and he did. I was like, hey mister, I didn't even know, dude, that was his off period. I walked into his class and it was empty, and I was like, whoa. And he was like, oh yeah, it's my off period. And I was like, oh, I just got caught skipping. And we explained the situation to him, and he was like, yeah, well, y'all shouldn't be skipping, but at the same time, y'all aren't really doing anything wrong. I just thought it was funny. I be thinking about that. I be thinking about that day sometimes. I'm just like, it was funny because the reason we got caught is because we were being nosy. We were like, oh my god, like what's wrong with Anthony's car? And that's how we got caught, because we got out the car to check it out. I don't know why we got out the car to check it out. We did not know. We didn't even know. We don't know anything about cars. I don't. We got out the car to check it out, like we were gonna fix it. But yeah, I don't know. That's like that's like my funniest skipping story time, is that I got caught by the school cop, and then he didn't actually even do anything. He was just like, oh yeah, y'all could go back to class. And dude, everybody would hate on him. They'd be like, oh, like this and this and this. I'd be like, dude, like, he's actually kind of nice. Like, he didn't give a fuck that I was skipping, and he just let me go back to class. Like, I don't fuck with cops, but he's not even really like a cop. He's a school cop, so I fuck with him, kind of. I mean, I don't really care about him. I don't go to school no more. But yeah, that was it. That was my school story times. This was actually 2 short story times, and for some reason this video is 12 minutes long. Somehow I really talk that much. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have this week. Like and subscribe. Bye.